What's up, Alex? Quick demo video for you for your 7 chambers SKIG. You sent this to me already weathered by you, and it looks really nice. I just threw some wires in it, right? So it is installed the Proffie V2. You've got this is the custom crystal chamber that I do. So that's a real quartz crystal. The holder for the crystal and the chamber fins are designed by me. Excuse me. They're designed by me, printed in resin, and then I paint them gold. And then the chamber fins are made to hold that Graflex, that stock Graflex clamp card in the back that maybe you could just barely see right there. That's a seven pixel card. It's got 7 accents on it. So these are wired separately from your crystal, right? And then they're both wired separately from your blade. And you've got CC sabers in there for your main PCB. So how you get to everything is you just want to unscrew this handle. This is a tight build as well. I just got done doing a demo where I was explaining, that saber was a tight build, and so is this one. I packed a lot of punch in this saber. I try to anyway, and there's just not a whole lot of room to do it, right? So what you've got is a clear resin chassis that I designed, I printed. You've got 2 separate 10 pixel strips running along the inside of this chassis. So you've got one 10 pixel strip right here, and you turn it over and you've got another one right here. You can't see that very well because I sanded the chassis just a hair to give it more of a translucent look, so you couldn't necessarily see through it, but it's nice and clear and it lights up well, which is what I wanted. You got a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. This board is a press fit down into this shelf right now, but resin will have a tendency to wear out if you keep popping this board up and down. So when you pop it up to put your own stuff on here, your sound fonts and your config and all that, you might use just a little bit of E6000 on the side of the board, snap it back down where it's flush, where it is now, and then leave it sit for a little while and let it cure so it stays in place. You don't want this board popping up on you. There's a whole lot of wires going on underneath this guy. I don't even know how many, maybe 20 or so. There's a resistor under there. There's all kinds of stuff. These two 10 pixel strips are wired in line with your stock Graflex card so that they kind of do the same thing. And then your crystal's wired independently from everything, and so is your blade. So that's what we got going on there. Removable battery setup. So spring side over here will be the negative side of your battery. Let's throw a battery in. On this guy, take your battery and put your sticker towards the inside of the chassis. Just like that. Now I've got this going on. I put one sound font on here to demo for you, and I did a little something with that sound font so that I could show you what you could do with this saber. And then I left the config that I used on your SD card, so when you go to build this guy up, you can see what I did. But I've got your chassis kind of lighting up like this slowly when the saber's off. Your card is doing the same thing slowly that your chassis is doing, but then your crystal is just a red heartbeat when the saber's off until you turn it on. But then you got that in the back of your chamber and your chassis, but your crystal is red. But everything will react to the auxiliary being pressed. If you didn't want to use motion controls, the front switch is your activation. You got your LEDs firing up. Back switch is your auxiliary. We'll turn it off real quick and throw the handle on. Now when you're putting this handle on, go nice and slow, because like I said, there's just a whole lot of stuff going on in this guy. We'll put it on nice and slow, get past everything, and then screw it on. I said on my Facebook, I nicknamed this particular build 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag. That's why I like to call this saber. So that's what's going on with all this stuff in here. It is literally a lot of stuff. But anyway, now we've got the handle on. Sounds really nice. Nice smooth swing. twist off. Now I took the screw out of your bunny ears. I had to take that out. I lopped about 3 threads off and then I put it back because it was sticking in the blade chamber a little bit. And it's something I have to do with all these. It's no biggie. But this is your blade retention, this knob right here. So you want to unscrew that guy, this guy right here, get it out of your blade socket. This takes a 1-inch NeoPixel blade, so we'll throw a blade in here, lock it down. This is the smoke blade. I saw Kyber Daddy use this the other day on his latest font demo, and I thought it was really cool. So I just made that on here to demo this saber as well. I didn't do any of the extra things that he tweaked on it. It's just a cool blade by itself as well. So I don't even know if that's picking up on camera, but it does have kind of a smoky effect. Good smooth swing. You got battle mode. You see your blade lock up. Now when you do that for blade lockup, you're going to notice that animation in your chamber as well. All your LEDs over here will change. And when you see that, and then you can see that. So we pull away from it there just like that. Just tapping for blaster bolt deflex. Twist off. Get to your soundtracks, you just hold down your power for 1 second and let go. So this thing sounds nice and solid. And do the same thing to turn it off. Hold down for 1 second and let go. And we'll just use the auxiliary to go to the next sound font. Now on the stock fonts that are on here, I did not change the coding for anything. This is basically coded like, or it's wired up and it's coded like a cross guard. So there's 3 different blade styles. Your first blade style will be your main blade. Your second blade style will be your Graflex card and the pixels in your chassis. And then your third blade style will be your crystal. So just know that when you're looking at that config that I put on the SD card, that's the order that it goes in. But on the stock fonts, everything just matches. So your card, your crystal, your blade, your chassis, if you could see it, you can kind of see it right here. Not really though. Do another one. Nice blue blade. Everything blue there. And one more. Smooth gray. Kind of a cool fire blade. And we'll take the blade out. Just kind of look at that fire blade. We'll look at that font one more time with the handle off, just because it's kind of cool. But yeah, you can get pretty crazy with what you want to do on here as far as coding goes. Just slide the handle off. That's what the fire blade looks like with no handle. So this thing, I mean, this entire thing is just lighting up. Just like that. And then when you're done, from the positive side by the speaker, you can pop your battery out just like that. So yeah, that's pretty much your saber. I hope you like the way this came out. This particular build takes a lot of work, and I'm pretty proud of it. I'm actually proud of all the ones that I do, but this one, this one especially, because it does take a lot of work. But let me know if you got any questions. If not, man, I will try to package this up and get it out to you tomorrow. All right, thanks.